When I was a kid growing up, it was the 90s. Michael Jackson was still black, Jimmy Savile was just weird, and Gary Glitter was still recruiting for his gang.
Say, it'll be okay.
Be okay.
Of course it will.
I'm in danger.
We didn't have mobile phones yet, and the internet was still slower than Lizzo climbing stairs. What we did have, though, was the greatest hangout to ever grace the earth. We had Grand Central. This place was like Mancunian Disneyland, and every night without fail, my friends and I would meet up and hang around being idiots. Nowadays, it would be considered loitering and you'd be moved on by the police, but back in the 90s, kids were free, and we loved every second of it. This place had everything. It had a proper arcade with actual games that you could play, and not just fruit machines and those shitty 2p coin pushing things. Like seriously, what the fuck are they? Why are they even a thing? Don't even get me started on those dodgy claw grabber bastards. Get the fuck out. There was an awesome cinema there with even more arcade machines inside. There was a bowling alley with even more arcade machines, and more importantly, Quasar. There was a massive gym that had swimming pools that would make your jaw drop. Seriously, this place had Olympic-sized swimming pools on the one side and then slides and shit on the other. It was godly. A girl even said she got pregnant from the jacuzzi. Stay classy. Fatty Arbuckles, Pizza Hut, Subway, Burger King, McDonald's, and 3 nightclubs, one of which had speakers on the outside, so we always had music. This place was heaven on earth for us. It was always alive, and there was always fun to be had. However, there was also those nights when things didn't go according to plan, and I'm here now to tell you about one of those times. Every night I'd go to Grand Central would always start the same. I'd get myself dressed to the bouncing tunes of the Spice Girls, I'd spray myself with the finest fragrances of the time, and I'd head on over to my friend Cone's house. We called him Cone because he had a cone head. I know, inventive, right? Cone has never changed in the 32 years that I have known him. He drinks, he smokes, and he dresses in sports gear. That's what you're getting when it comes to Cone. He won't dress up, and he won't do anything that takes him out of his comfort zone. Imagine those real old grannies that refuse to eat rice because it's foreign muck, and you're on the right path. So, I turn up to meet Cone, and he's wearing grey jogging pants and a Ron Harper jersey. Oh aye, he's pushed the boat out tonight, he means business. Someone's getting pregnant. Our next stop was to pick up Raz. In our little group, we had our assigned roles that we fit into. I was the mouth, I was the one that made people laugh and kept the conversations flowing, or opened the conversations with any of those lovely ladies that happened to be passing by. Remember, this was the 90s. You could still strike up a conversation with a girl in the street without being accused of a hate crime. Cone was the meat. He was the one that you'd throw to the guard dog so everyone else could have a crack at the pretty girls. Hey, it was the 90s. Things were different then. Raz, however, was the ladies' man. He could charm the pants off a statue. You know those lines that James Bond uses?
Do you fancy some sex?
Yeah, that right there is Raz in a nutshell. Think of the smoothest thing imaginable, double it, now times it by infinity. That right there was Raz, the smug bastard. We arrive at Grand Central and it is absolutely bouncing. Encore and Froid is blasting through the speakers, and in the distance we spot the rest of our group talking to an equally sized group of girls. This is going to be a great night. Now, I'm not sure what the whole dating protocol is for 2023, but back when I was a teenager, it was a lot of giggling, and if you were lucky you'd get a snog. There were the later years when other things were introduced into the mix, but for now it was just a lot of heavy petting mixed in with a love bite or 10. So I'm currently having my face eaten off by this blonde girl around the side of the cinema, and Raz has managed to get himself into a massive heated row with this girl called Shaniqua. Was that really her name? No, was it fuck? But for the purposes of this tale, it is. Over the sound of professional widow, I hear this girl tell Raz to be quiet. Actually, that's putting it mildly, to be fair. What she really said was more along the lines of, shut your fucking mouth, you fucking prick, or I'm gonna have you killed. Things were going great. I come round the corner covered in this girl's lipstick and see that Shaniqua was right up on Raz screaming at him. The kind of shouting that I really can't repeat in 2023.
I know it, but I don't think I should say it.
There are a lot of words in there that started with the letter N. Raz is just looking around and laughing. He thinks this whole thing is hilarious. Whatever this thing is. Then, blam! She slaps him and she screams at the top of her lungs, I'm going getting Tupac. I lost it. I started laughing so fucking hard. The kind of snort laugh where it comes straight from the pit of your stomach and you cannot stop no matter what. The kind of laugh that happens at a funeral. Can't understand what I mean? Well, you soon will. As soon as I cracked, that was it. We were all laughing. Shaniqua snapped a gaze to me and said, you're fucked too, mate. Oh yeah, like I'm really scared of a rapper that had died the year before over 5,000 miles away. As Shaniqua walked off, Raz told her to stop waddling, and that comment right there finished me off. If I wasn't already dying of laughter, this was the one that did it. It will go down in history. I was like 16, surrounded by friends. This girl had literally just smacked him in the face. He was sending it back her way. Allow it. Get off your high horse. She had a duck arse. Now at this point nobody thought she was coming back. This girl had just announced basically that Tupac was going to come and kill my friend and then waddled off. The chances of her appearing with a legendary ghetto rapper were less than zero. So, imagine my surprise then when she rocks up with the largest human being that I have ever seen in my fucking life.
Who's that Pokemon?
Pikachu!
It's Tupac.
Fuck!
This guy was at least 7 foot tall and 8 foot wide. He had no top on because he had the fucking body of a Spartan warrior. This guy must have had negative body fat. His muscles had muscles that also had muscles inside their muscles, and when those muscles went to sleep, the substitute muscles came out and filled in for the irregular muscles. This massive motherfucker walked round the corner with Shaniqua with murder in his eyes, and when that crazy bitch pointed directly at me, I fucking ran. None of this jog bollocks, I fucking sprinted. I was fucking dust cloud before you could say anything. Follow that Dino-shaped blur, I was fucking gone, mate. I'm going getting Tupac. I lived exactly 1 mile from Grand Central, and I bet you anything that I broke a land speed record that day. What was this whole thing over? Fuck knows.
Home's where your heart is. Let's go ahead and get this started. I'm waiting here to move on for oh so long. Home's where your heart is. Let's go ahead and get this started. Will you be ready? Yeah.